Go. Welcome to House Seats Presents Go. I like to go in my earphone. Go. Lively group out there clapping. Woohoo. Hi, everyone. How you doing? They're very vocal today.
Nice.
I think they had some vodka earlier when we got here. So
you didn't have that live before studio audience thing.
Did we have what?
I was like, and now live before.
We're live.
Studio audience.
We're live at 3:00 every Mondays. Yeah,
that's
every
awesome.
Mondays.
Every Mondays.
Every Mondays. Every Mondays plural. Well, we did a show this last Friday though in honor. See, and you're gonna hear that every now.
Is that a chainsaw?
Were you trying to chainsaw me up there? I feel like my ear was about to come off there. Oh. I know we were listening to the classic rock station on the way into work today too. So
nice.
We're celebrating classic rock today. What's up? So I have to introduce you first. This is Jason Andino. Here we have today, everyone. Or as my partner Jason out there likes to say, you look like Adam Devine from Modern Family.
Okay.
Do you know him?
I've seen.
Well,
him.
you don't know him. Do you know him?
No, we've never met.
Doppelgangers United. But
nice.
you've seen him on TV and movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, everyone has a doppelganger somewhere, so that's just what we were talking about.
It's a good-looking dude.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
And I have to tell you something about Jason. He is very this Jason right here.
Me.
Yes. Because my partner's name is Jason too.
Nice.
So yeah, you have to clarify when we're talking because we bring him up almost every show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, he's a stylist here in town, but we talk a lot, about random things that we do, and we do sort of a weekend roundup of things that we do. So we'll talk about that. But I want to first say and congratulate you that you're sort of a great man about town. Because every time either we have a set list show for House Seats, or we did, our series at the New York, which was called, off the top of my head, Side by Side. You came out. You're very present. Monday's Dark, Kenny Davidson's stuff at the Tuscany. I mean, you're very out there in public in Vegas, and that's super awesome.
Yeah,
because your level of talent and your level of just support kind of keeps the community together. So I think that's one of the things I want to say. Hats off to you, because every time I'm out somewhere, I see you, and I tell Andy, "Who is that guy? Who's that?" But when I first met you, I was like, "That's Jason." Well, we need to talk to him. We need to get him in studio. We need to chat.
Nice.
We need to definitely have a chat. So we're going to chat a lot about Jason.
That sounds awesome.
Today, but we're going to wrap up our weekend. So we did a couple things. First off, on obviously Thursday night over at it was Friday night.
Was it?
Thursday night.
Thursday.
Oh my God, my days are confused. Days and confused today. Monday.
Thank God for you.
Today is Monday. Thursday night we did over at House of Blues. We did Slippery When Wet. We reprised the show that we had done at Vinyl last year. There we go. Oh, there's backstage with Lily, RC, and Andy. Oh, look at Andy. He looks so cute. Mm-hmm. And Andy and Mandy side by side. There's Brandon, and then me. Brandon Nix, who's I think in every one of our shows too.
Nice.
But we blew the roof off House of Blues.
Yeah, it was fun.
I don't even think they knew what to do with that much going on the stage.
Yep.
I think we had a record number of attendees.
How did I miss all these pictures? Where the hell am I?
This was backstage. If you didn't make yourself backstage, I saw you earlier backstage, but I didn't even know this happened. So this is Hugh McDonald, who's the unofficial, which I don't understand that whole. I looked it up this morning, but he's the unofficial bass player for Bon Jovi because they still haven't technically replaced the first bass player in press and in photographs and stuff. But he is the bass player.
He's been
in Bon
playing
Jovi.
with. I talked to him for a sec. He's been playing with them since
the
1994.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and he's not official yet.
Officially, unofficially, the bass player. Probably has something to do with residual payments and beginning things like that, all that stuff. But anyway, he came and caught the show. Yeah. And he came and backstage and talked to Andy and everybody, and they got to take photos. And there's you and your lovely wife. Your wife,
that's Kelly.
Kelly, and she's pregnant with your first child.
She is.
Nice.
Yeah, we're excited.
And you're due in August.
August 22nd.
And you're having a girl,
a gigantic baby girl. we just did the math. We went in, we had our appointment, and she measured we're 32 weeks, and she's almost like five and a half pounds.
Oh wow!
So that means at a half a pound gained a week, she'll be like a 12-pound baby if we go to full
a little turkey in there.
It's an elephant child.
And God bless Kelly. She suffered through the entire summer pregnancy in 100 and what is today a record 115 degrees.
Yeah,
I hate this part of Vegas. It drives me nuts, but because everybody just gets mean on the road.
Yeah. Everybody's mad.
No one lets anybody pull out in front of them. Everyone's like, "No, you're not getting in front of me. It's hot. I want to go home."
Yep.
So she's what a trooper.
Yeah.
But this is your first child. How excited are you?
Very.
And you've made. We'll get back to this, but I said you've made your home in Vegas by way of where did you come from before Vegas?
Ooh, all over. Actually, I was in Vegas. I went to Johnson Junior High School.
Okay. You did. You were here.
Yeah, I was here for a little bit.
Okay.
Military brat, so we bounced around a lot. I went to the Las Vegas Academy for 1 year, and then we moved to Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
Where I met Kelly.
Okay.
And then we came back.
So as far as Vegas is concerned, and this is the other thing we did this weekend, sometimes we get a chance to go see things at the Smith Center.
Right.
And which I love, love, love. And I love the Cabaret Jazz Room, and you've performed there. You've done composer showcase and whatnot. We saw Jane Monheit for probably the 18th time.
Nice.
And it's funny because you know how when you know a lot about a performer, people ask you questions. Our friend Leslie was with us, and she's like asking me questions, and I know things. It's kind of weird. Like, oh, her birthday is this date. Oh, she's 38 years old. I'm like, why do I know this much information about a person that I do know her, but I don't like regularly email and talk to her. I'm like, hey, Jane, what's up?
Right. Let's go have a drink.
Oh, yeah. But she played, that she loved. I think she's Myron Martin's favorite artist at the Smith Center because she's there all the time.
Always.
And I think he books her all the time. But thank you for booking her because she's one of my favorites.
Nice.
So she, long story short, for the weekend for her, we saw the show and on Friday night, and she tells a lot of stories during the show. And one of the stories in particular she shared is the fact that she's sort of bounced around record label from record label. I guess she was originally on like Diana Krall's record label with Diana Krall's management, and they kind of pigeoned her into what they wanted her to sing.
Right.
As they often do.
They do.
And so she was talking about what she really, really wanted to do was Ella Fitzgerald. She wanted to do songbooks and stuff. So she's now on her own label she created.
That's awesome.
I know. So
that's amazing.
It was pretty awesome to hear her talk and tell stories. So one story in particular, in fact, she had Clint Holmes come up and sing with her in one of the numbers too. She did Every Time We Say Goodbye. Excuse me. And our friend Leslie, I don't think has ever seen Clint Holmes perform.
That guy's amazing.
Oh my gosh. They both brought the house down. I mean, it was absolutely an amazing, amazing number together.
Nice.
But the story that I'm trying to get to in a very long-winded way today.
We got time, right?
We got all kinds of time today. It's only a half-hour show. She was talking about her grandfather and how, and I'm going to ask you this as a performer, when your parents or grandparents or people in your life or even your wife says, hey, will you really sing this song? I mean, Andy's doing that right now with all the setlist people. Say, hey, will you please sing this song? Yep. I really want to hear you sing this song. Her grandfather always, she grew up around him in Long Island. And so she'd always go to his house and he'd have like a CD there for her and like a list of lyrics of a song that he'd want her to sing.
Amazing.
And she said, oh, I can't do that. I'm on this label. There was always a reason why she couldn't do the song. And so she was very grateful to now have her own album.
Right.
And her grandfather passed away in September. And when she went to her grandmother's house around his passing, there was one final CD and a list of lyrics, and so she sang the song on Friday night. It was Colorblind. Is that the song? It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful song. It was a beautiful number in general right now for what's happening in the world. But she was able to share that story, and so you as a performer, yeah.
I don't know if I'd have been able to get through it.
I know.
Honestly.
And her encore, she's known for Over the Rainbow as her encore, as so many performers like Patti LaBelle and people are. But she does every time she sings it. Right? This was Leslie, our friend's second time singing it, and we were both, waterworks on there. But yeah, so as far as your family, I mean, do they ever like pick on you to sing a song?
Oh yeah.
Say,
I get it all the
Jason,
time.
will you do this number for me?
Yeah, and I'll either immediately do it, or I'll put it on, I'll put it on Instagram, or I'll throw it on Facebook, and here you go.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you have those video limitations, so they only get a teaser.
Yeah.
And I was like, will you please sing a song? Then I learn it and I do it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick the best 59 seconds.
I was like, how long do you have?
There you go.
Seconds.
It's about a minute.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Wow.
And that's what they get.
That's what you get. A minute live of Jason.
That's right.
So getting into you, and now we'll talk to you with the remaining amount of minutes we have in our show.
Nice.
When you came to Vegas, and you've been here for, when you said Johnson, middle school, and then the time you were here at Las Vegas Academy. So how long was the duration for you before you kind of made the trek back here, and where did life take you?
Wow. Well, after
open-ended question.
Nice. After Florida, I headed up to New York City for a little bit. Okay. Did the New York scene. While Kelly was finishing high school, she was 1 year behind me.
Oh my goodness! You guys in high school. This is the high school sweetheart.
Oh yeah, we started dating when we were 15 and 16 years old.
Oh my gosh, I love it. No, that's cool. Oh my.
Okay, yeah.
I hope that's for a show and not just for a random YouTube video.
No, that was actually a Halloween 3 years ago with a couple of guys that were in our cast with us. It's on Silver Sea Cruises. So that's Kelly. That's my wife, all the way on the left, and then I'm Mario.
Most people I have on the show don't ever give us candid shots like this from their basement of photos. This is great. This is really good. This is a really good submission because we don't get a chance to see those little hidden videos. Yeah, nice.
That night actually ended up kind of crazy. We
were you eating mushrooms?
Well, no.
I mean, like Mario and Luigi do, not
yeah,
kind of mushrooms.
I got you.
There you go.
I got you. That was good.
We saw things.
We did.
Lots
Well,
of
the night ended with us. We were going to a nightclub. So we got a party bus. Everybody got on.
Yeah.
And people just started putting bottles in my mouth. And that's just the last thing that I remember is getting out of the party bus in front of the Paris and Mario walking down the strip singing the theme song. So it was do.
And you were trying to jump and hit things?
Apparently.
Yeah.
So
coins and things.
So it ended. The night ended with, for me anyway, with us in the VIP line ready to get into this club.
Okay.
And apparently we were called across by the security guy, and he goes, "Hey, listen, everybody, just come under this rope, and then we'll get you in."
Yeah.
And everybody went under the rope, and I was last, and I went under the rope, but I didn't stand back up after I had gone under. So I was like bowing. I was bowing to the security guy. Hey, you want to stand?
Do you want to get up, sir?
I stand up, and it's like Mortal Kombat finish him. I'm like, I'm doing the twirl, and he goes, "No, dude, there's just no way. There's no way."
You're a casualty of Nintendo right now. That's what it was. Oh my, he called you out.
He did.
What is that one here?
Oh, okay. So that's
those are some tight pants there.
Yeah, that's somewhere off the coast of Spain. We're doing we just finished a show called Fabulicious, which was a tribute to ABBA.
Yeah.
Right. So we've got the jumpsuit and the cape with stars on it, and I don't know if you can see those shoes.
Oh, I can. I see your shoes, and I see the shoes behind you too.
That's actually, I think that's Kelly behind me, and yeah, they had the ABBA shoes going.
Yeah.
Those shoes actually took me out of the game for a little while.
Did you do an ankle routine there?
Yeah, we hit a wave, and I rolled my ankle. I broke my foot, and I severed my my tendon. It was not good. Not good.
I don't like that.
Nope.
This was cruise ship then. So
cruise ship. Yep.
So many of you on cruise ships. I love it. I know.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, that was.
You want to go back out again? After you can't with babies and
well, I've been talking to Disney.
I bet they probably let you on.
Yeah, I've been talking to Disney, and Disney's got a great family policy apparently.
Okay.
So once Kelly's back in performance shape, we may just take the whole family on the road.
Yeah.
We can. I guess we can keep our little girl with us, and she can be a Disney travel baby.
Or you can do like a little Partridge Family. You just get a bus.
That's it.
And just go where you want to go.
They don't float.
They don't.
So that's harder.
I know. Well. You can take your act. Here's the thing you may not know about Justin. I was going to call you Justin.
That's
Jason.
all right.
The thing about it is you were a finalist on American Idol. In which season was that?
Season 6. Jordan Sparks won that season.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And so you were part of the Vegas cast that was on the show.
Yeah.
That's
right.
So those were. I'm the worst American Idol watcher in the world. So because it's funny. The first time I watched it, I was with my dad. My dad loves, he watched Dancing with the Stars. He watches all those shows. He keeps me up on all that if there is. But I remember the very first year it was Kelly Clarkson, and he made me take him to the American Idol tour show at the MGM Grand.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So my dad was the one I love Kelly Clarkson, and he was there and was so excited. Nice. So subsequently over the years, I hadn't really gotten a chance. So the years you were there, who were the panel of judges? Was it the same?
It was Simon, Randy, and Paula.
Gotcha.
And I'll be honest, the whole reason that I was there had everything to do with what happened after season 1. Okay. Right?
What inspired you to want to go do?
Well, I wanted to do a beach movie.
Okay. That's
really what it was. I wanted to do from Jordan to Jason. And
all of a sudden I had this image of randomly of Annette Funicello from back in the day of all the Gidget and the other movies. Totally had that in my thought. I don't that isn't
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it was.
The modern day Gidget.
Yeah,
right.
That's kind of what it was.
Yeah.
So that was the goal.
Okay,
that really was the goal. So no, I mean really, I wanted to win the show.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do what nobody else got to do.
Gotcha.
I don't think anybody else thought of it, but I wanted to win the show.
Yep.
And I wanted to be the first and only champion to come back and defend my title.
Ooh, I smell sequels for the show. It's ending.
Think about it.
Might as well just.
And now you got to. So now you got to beat the man, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, lay low for a little while, do a book tour.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's what you do. You tell this. You do something that nobody's ever done. Then you tell the story.
Yeah.
Right. Then you do the tour, and then 5 years after the show is done, you cut your album. Nobody expects it.
I think you have this alter ego going that I totally. as you're saying this, I can see him creating a Facebook page, creating a whole persona, out there doing this exact same thing. And you can call it something else. Obviously, you don't want to use, American Idol and pay any kind of royalties, but you can do this whole like defending his title of something. You can see this happening, can't you?
Right.
I can see House Seats backing it too. Like
Nice.
it's this, this hidden show.
I can see that as well.
This hidden show. I know. No, I really think you could do something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's just
okay.
We can stop this right now and just go
stop.
do
We're
that.
done. We're done. Dials are turning. Dials are turning. Talk about the mohawk over here.
Oh yeah,
fancy hair.
Well, I had to get rid of that because I was doing cruise ships. But before that, I was in an amazing band called Formality.
Okay.
We did a little bit of regional touring, got some label interest, and I was sporting a foot-high mohawk for a little while.
That's pretty snazzy.
Yeah, it was awesome. That's actually at Blue Martini in Town Square.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here in Las Vegas.
The cougar capital of the world. There you go. Sure. This is a commercial for Blue Martini.
Yes.
I'm sure they loved you there too.
They did, and they sent all the martinis.
They did.
It was amazing.
You've probably gotten a lot of free drinks over the years.
I have.
Yes, you have.
And they're delicious. You can't say no.
No,
you don't.
We tried. We got him the official vodka of choice here today in Vegas. Staying hydrated.
Crystal Gaza.
Crystal Gaza. Oh yeah. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Monday's Dark set list. Anything that you have come in now and lend your talents to, because I think every time I see you, and I hadn't been to Monday's Dark for ever.
Right.
And I had gone this most recent one, and or it was the one before that, and you were there, and I every time you take the stage, you have such a presence about you. It's not like other performers don't. It's just when you get up there, your energy is super high, and you just take, because Jason,
no pictures,
my other
please.
Jason said when he said, "Who's your guest this morning?" I told him who it was. He's like, "That's the guy who did the song," and he was reaching out into the audience. And every picture that Andy and I were looking through today were all of you reaching out or reaching up. I was like, yeah, that's him. He's grabbing for you. He's grabbing for you.
Yeah.
But
First person we've had to do a selfie on stage.
First person to do a selfie.
Oh,
on
is that
stage.
right?
That's you.
Nice. And it was a video, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
you shot your own video from up there?
Yeah.
Shameless.
We went live for like 10 seconds. I had drunk people behind me going, "What are we doing?"
Are they requesting videos for Disney from you for this kind of thing? Are they asking you to send things in that you're out there just doing these shameless selfies?
No,
okay.
no.
I'm just
it's all for shameless promotion on my Instagram page. So if you go to Instagram /Jason Andino, see all my videos.
Now's your chance to get right there's your camera over there.
That one right there.
That one right there is yours.
Yeah, you could also go to www.jasonandino.com. That's a great site. I hear some great pictures and videos of.
You can see 59-second clips of songs he really likes to do, and that's all.
And that's it. That's the cutoff.
And that's it. I'm losing my headpieces today. All right, what's that?
That's a show that.
And now you're bald in this one.
Yeah, because I had to cut off the
many
mohawk.
hairstyles.
I had to cut off the mohawk.
Yeah, okay.
So that Kelly and I produced a show called The British Invasion.
Okay.
Which was on Silver Sea Cruises for a couple of years. This is an earlier version of it, but. Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. It was a radio show.
Yeah.
You actually hear, the old radio static.
Right.
We wrote a jingle for it, and then we just basically did hits of the 60s that all came over in the British Invasion. It was amazing. And some of the British clients didn't like the title for some reason. I thought it was awesome. But they loved the show.
Yeah.
So it was good. And
you can call it the Brexit right now if you want.
The Brexit.
Apparently. I don't know.
Yeah.
They'd all go up in arms about that.
Yeah.
We're doing the Brexit show.
Nice.
All your famous artists that are going back to the EU and ones that are staying in the UK. Yeah. There you go. Oh.
It's that.
And there's his website.
Hey.
Okay. Look at that. Boom. Exactly. And you see all the many hairstyles of Jason.
Yes.
This is great. This is really great. I'm sure you had trouble picking which one on Facebook you wanted to show from your first profile to your most recent. Like, oh, look how different I look.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing about the site is that that's me. If you scroll over, the pictures get bigger.
Do you hear that?
That's what I like.
Do you hear that, Scott? Scroll.
You don't have to. You don't have to scroll. You don't have to scroll.
Keep scroll. I like this. This is good.
Thank you.
So what? Oh yeah.
There's us at vinyl.
That's good. So what show brought you specifically back to Vegas for yourself? What have you been doing recently over here that this is the thing that we talk about every week with performers.
Yeah.
And when they stay in Vegas, and especially you're in a unique case because you and your wife both perform. Mm-hmm. And that is, it is a business for you guys. You are in the business of performing, and I hats off to performers because you are constantly on a lookout for the possible gig, and both of you are in this business, and now you're going to raise a family.
Yep.
How do you do that yourself as the major breadwinner or the person in the family that is doing all this for you and Kelly? How do you do it?
Well, I made a decision.
Yeah.
I made a decision almost 15 years ago that I was not. That I wasn't going to work, a square job.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong.
No, but
with,
you're going to
having a
fulfill
9
your
to 5.
passions.
But for me, yeah. I mean, and especially in a city like this, there's so many opportunities. As long as you're not super proud, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the truth.
Right.
I'm the kind of guy. I don't
Are you
call
pole
myself
dancing?
a singer.
Lately?
Not lately.
Okay.
Not lately.
We'll see that on Sunday. Maybe he'll do a pole dance on Sunday. Go ahead. Sorry.
What's happening on Sunday?
Van Halen. But we'll get to that in a second.
Oh yeah.
We're apparently.
Is there a
gonna get
poll?
Oh yeah.
What?
Is there a poll? April, yeah. April is going to do a poll. April, what's her last name again? April Leparty.
Is going to do a pole dance.
She's going to do. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. All right,
We'll show you more.
Have to whip out some moves.
Uh-huh.
But no, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't call myself an actor or a singer or I'm a professional attention whore. That's the and that's the truth. I mean, if
did you get that printed on a business card?
You know what? I should.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably might have a few people that want to help get a part of your group.
Let's do that. I mean, if somebody, if I can get a group of people to watch me like juggle
like-minded
3 oranges,
people,
then I will juggle 3 oranges until that crowd goes away. Or if they want something different, then I'll do that.
So you can start a Facebook group with this tagline:
Professional attention horse. No, that's mine.
That will be big too, along with your alter ego going for the American Idol title. I like this already.
The 2-time.
I feel like there's a lot going to happen post this show. My God, stay tuned for more information about this and other things.
That's
wow.
right.
Oh my gosh. So, so particularly in Vegas, as far as the shows that you've been in and you've graced your presence in, to give us a little bit of history on your Vegas shows.
Well,
and
as
your
far
dossier, as it were.
Well, I mean, as far as stuff that I've done in Las Vegas, I mean, the last thing that I was in, and it was like a labor of love. I loved the show.
Sure.
I loved all the people in the show.
Yeah.
It was called Island Heat at Treasure Island. It was
Gotcha.
so much fun to work with such amazing young dancers and some amazing seasoned and in the game singers right now. Sina Foley being one of them.
Okay, yeah.
Charlene Carabeo being one of them. I like just amazing talents and really really fun people to work with.
Yeah.
Since then, we're making a baby. And so
that's your
I'm
latest
like,
creation.
That's my that's my next project. So we're just gonna see how that goes. But one thing that I've liked about it's been a tough slag for the last few last few months. Why? Because when you're making a baby, you've got to be supportive of your partner. And when she wakes up and
lots
says
of late night sandwiches.
Well, and not even that. It's when she wants nachos for dinner, she needs somebody to for breakfast. I mean, she needs somebody to eat those with her. That's
like not go out and get them.
No.
Not make them, but eat with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
And I will go out and get them.
Have you heard of Postmates?
Sometimes they're too. What's that?
Have you heard of Postmates?
No.
Oh, that needs to be your new best friend.
Postmates.
We Postmated this morning, breakfast in bed.
What?
Postmates will go and get you anything you want in the city, food-wise. I mean, they'll get you other things too, but food particularly, from any restaurant, anywhere in the city.
Do you just leave them a key under the mat and then they bring?
No, but it's kind of like Uber for food. Like
That's
you can track
amazing.
when they get there and track how far away they are with your food. Oh yeah, it's like life changing. Oh, it'll change your life. Oh yeah. Yep, Postmates.
Whoa.
This is a promotion for Postmates.com. You get it on your app, on your little Postmates app.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll send you a link after this because I'll get credit for that. I'll get free food.
Awesome.
I'll get free food. No, you can literally get food delivered from any place in Vegas that you want. It doesn't even have to be like, there's a lot of other apps that, the restaurant itself is part of.
Right.
This one you can get anything you want delivered at mostly any time of day. So if she has
amazing.
if she really wants a Ben and Jerry's and a pickle,
they're going to
they will bring that to you.
But you know what's dangerous about that for
so many things.
Well, no, specifically for a man, a married man with a pregnant wife. And I think Andy can back me up on this. That the credit that you get for getting up at 4:00 in the morning and grabbing the Ben and Jerry's and the pickle, that's important
But
shit,
you could
right?
pretend.
Like you can't just it's I can pick up my phone at any time and go, oh well, yeah, Ben and Jerry's and a pickle, and go back to sleep, and then you know what I mean.
You can just go outside around the block and meet him at a different house, and then grab it and then bring it home. Like I got you this really fast. Like you Superman. She'll think you're Superman.
Wow. So
And you can have multiple Postmates going at the same time. So you can order it and then reorder another Postmates while you're waiting for the other one.
So lie to your pregnant wife. That's the way to.
This is again the policy of today. Do
That's
59-second
what we're about
videos
here.
of any song you want without paying licensing fees. Create alter egos in Facebook groups where you're a shameless promotion.
Yes.
And use Postmates for personal gain. This has really been a great show.
This is good. We're changing lives one at a time.
We are one at a time.
One at a time.
You know what? I think he's a real businessman. This one. There's a whole other show we're going to devote to Jason and his many talents of creation. This is good.
Yeah,
this
and
is good.
If we only get that one starfish, it matters to that one.
I want to be part of your Facebook group of the shameless self promotion group.
Yes,
because I can help pimp you out to a few people.
Yeah.
I'm not even getting it right, but
that's okay.
Horse.
No.
Well, we're going to talk
worry about the branding.
I know.
You just be.
I know.
You just be beautiful.
Oh, thanks. Wow. Given the Zoolander, it's out on video today.
It is.
Oh my God! What am I, a commercial today? No one is paying me. Although we have a special gift for him, and it is not. It is not paid for by this vendor particularly, but it's going to be a wonderful gift for him. We talk about this now. Well, we're going to talk about Van Halen.
Okay.
So we are doing Van Halen.
I like that.
Yes, at Brooklyn Bowl this Sunday, the day before the holiday weekend.
Oh, it's my first time at Brooklyn Bowl. I'm excited.
Oh, it's so fun. Oh, you got to go see Alice too. Again,
yes.
Commercials. Alice is over there. Ann Martinez does a great job over there with her cast. But
she's amazing. One of my favorites.
Van Halen, 1984, and Van Halen. My uncle, interesting caveat, he's going to come to the show. He's going to bug your ear over here. He's going to bug Andy about doing a little MC work. My uncle Tom, he when I grew up here in Vegas, he did tour merchandise for Van Halen.
What?
So for probably a good 4 or 5 Christmases, all I got was Van Halen t-shirts.
That's awesome.
Which I wish I still had now.
Uh-huh.
Because, they're priceless pieces. I'm like, man, those, I know.
Yeah, some of them are.
We got a lot of merchandise as kids, and we were always like, oh, our crazy uncle, who did many, many things. Among them was tour merchandise manager for Van Halen. So we got signed things. I don't even know where any of that is. I think I probably got rid of it. So I know. You're that age, I was into Whitney Houston. Sorry. Really, clearly.
You can like Whitney Houston and Van Halen?
I could.
That kind of love can fit in one heart.
I could. And I could. Well, listen, I will tell you about Slippery When Wet. I told him, I said, I don't know a lot of Bon Jovi songs, and that was one of the best shows when we did it at Vinyl to then graduate to House of Blues. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And so many friends who came again from the Vinyl show to House of Blues were like, this is the show I wanted you guys to bring back. So it was hats off. So
that's awesome.
So hopefully the same thing happens with Van Halen. We'll go in there and we'll be graduating again to a larger audience for the show.
I hope so.
Yeah, so you're going to be a part of that show, and we're going to rope you into as many as we can, and we're going to rope your next of kin in that too, I'm sure. So
yes,
is that all right? Should we do that?
Okay. Yeah,
should be ready to go out and be part of your business.
That's right.
So we were coming back to what were we coming back to now?
I don't know.
Your present.
Oh.
We are so I did a little bit of snooping online for you, when I'm gonna Google your name and make sure I know a lot about Mr. Andino over here. And you had started a baby fund on a GoFundMe page for your baby.
Yeah,
this is very interesting.
Yeah,
for college. Babies, let's face it, are really expensive to have. And you're talking about college funds, you're talking about life funds, you're talking about diapers, even.
Yep.
We're gonna give you $100 at Babies R Us.
Thank you.
We're going to give you $100 because diapers and formula and all that stuff is expensive.
It is. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
Awesome.
Are you kidding me? Come on.
Awesome.
As much as you've done for us and as much as you've done for the community, literally, like I said, I think it was at the New York when we went there the one day where we were doing Billy Joel.
Was it Billy Joel?
God.
No, it was Rat Pack.
Rat Pack. I only think of New York.
Really
I think of Billy Joel in my mind. I saw Stephanie Sanchez. There were a lot of images going through my brain just now that I was like, what were we doing? We were doing Rat Pack, yeah.
Yeah.
And you came, and you the thing about it is you are such a great support to this community for when people ask you to do things. That's
sure. I'm honored to do it.
You represent it, and you represented Vegas for American Idol. That's the kind of spirit that we're looking for here.
Awesome.
And that's the kind of spirit that we're sharing on the show. So bring your vodka up. We're going to do a little toast to you. I have my leftovers here. So cheers to you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. And watch for more shameless things on Facebook on him. Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.